All right, so what happens when mom and dad get divorced and they start dating each other again and they try hiding it from you? That's what's going on in this email, and she wants us to get to the truth of it. Mo's got the email.
So, my parents have been divorced for about 10 years now. My mom never remarried and my dad did, but he's now divorced again. They've both been rather tight-lipped about their love lives, which is understandable, but recently something strange has been happening. Both of them have started seeing someone new, but neither of them will give my sister and me any details. They've always been pretty private people, but this level of secrecy is kind of new. My sister, who's 24 and has always been the Nancy Drew of the family, came up with a theory that blew my mind. What if they're secretly seeing each other?
Dun, dun, dun!
At first, I thought she was crazy, but the more we discussed it, the more it started to make sense. They've both been acting really weird lately, and their stories about their new quote-unquote partners are always super vague. Like the other day, my dad mentioned he was going out for dinner, but wouldn't say where. And my mom suddenly had a quote-unquote work thing the same night. Coincidence? I think not. So my sister and I have decided that if they won't tell us, we're going to find out for ourselves. We are on a mission to get to the bottom of this. It feels like we're in a cheesy detective novel, but honestly, we're having a blast. Our first step was to start by snooping around a bit. We looked for any signs of communication between them, like text or emails, but so far we've come up empty. So now we are turning to you. I know your War of the Roses is typically intended to catch a person cheating on their partner. We would like to see if you'd be open to using it for a different purpose.
Abso-friggin-lutely.
We think it might be a way to confirm our theory. Could you offer the flowers to my dad and see if he sends them to my mom? Our fingers are crossed that you'll help us out.
So you better be careful what you ask for here.
They're not asking for nothing. They just want to know something.
Yeah, but I mean, there's a reason why the parents are keeping it secret from them. Maybe they're just doing it.
Oh. So there are no dinners. They're just like hooking up so they could get there.
Right.
Yep.
Off.
I mean, there's a reason why they're keeping a secret here. Because I would think that as a divorced kid that you always want your parents to be back with each other, right? It doesn't matter if you're like 5, 15, 25, 35 years old, right? So there's got to be a reason why they are keeping it from you guys. And for you to expose that, you better be careful here.
See, that's why Parent Trap was so popular. Because it really hit at the core of a lot of divorced kids who have divorced parents, the idea of their parents falling back in love and getting back together.
I am so glad I don't have a reference point on this. I never watched that movie.
You never watched Parent Trap?
Me either. I'm with you. No.
What?
I have no
One of
clue what y'all
Lindsay
talking about.
Lohan's greatest performances because she played not one but two characters.
Cassie is looking at me like I just said, I've never driven on a highway.
Now I know why you're not as invested in Lindsay Lohan as the rest of us, because you never saw her in all her glory in The Parent Trap as this child star who took over like the screen in your heart. Like, she is so adorable.
Really,
Yeah, but she's not like that anymore.
But she used to be, and we like to think about how things were instead of moving forward. Eyes on the past, Bert.
That's my mistake. All right, so we can try this tonight. I'm just saying, like, be careful what you ask for. We get your results tomorrow.
Get it? The Bert Show.
Feels a little intrusive to me, and I'm a little bit nervous by the results. And this could be one of those things where be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it here. Ava hit us up a couple of days ago, and she's got some divorced parents. She thinks, and her sister think, that the parents might be hanging out with each other again and just not telling she and her sister. She wanted our help to find out if they were hanging out or not.
I'm going to call us out for our hypocrisy. Because when we do, like, any texting tutors or to catch a cheaters that involve meddling, we call the person out, right? Mm-hmm. And it's typically like a parent meddling in a child's life or a sibling meddling in a child's life or a best friend meddling. But in this instance, the kids are meddling in their parents' life, but we did not call them out.
Well, we haven't had her on yet. Hey, Ava, you're meddling.
But we didn't call her out in the email. It's going to be hard to call her out on the phone because that's going to seem rude.
It's way, there's way more value in calling somebody out when they're not on with us.
Duh. Right? By the way, Ava, thanks for being a Bert Show listener. We love you.
Yeah, okay, great.
Now, you are meddling here a little. There's got to be a reason if your parents are indeed seeing each other again behind your back. There has got to be a reason why they are not telling you and your sister.
Well, I think it's just because if they are like hanging out again, maybe they just don't want to let us down if they don't think it's going to work, or I don't know. Because, I mean, who wouldn't be excited for, their parents to get together? Like, I know how I'm hoping this is going to go, but I'm also, like, preparing for them not to be.
Yeah, it could be so misleading too. Like there's
I know.
absolutely a reason why they're not telling you. So maybe they are dabbling in something, but it's not, they haven't committed to recommit yet. So they've been keeping it from you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So is this, if you being honest with yourself, is this just a you just want to know situation, or do you really think something good can come from you actually finding this out?
Well, both. Come on. Both. But yeah, I mean, I want to, like, you can't get mad at me for wanting to know if my parents are dating like that. Come on. Like, everybody would want to know that, right? Who's going to say, oh, no, I'll just let them live their own life? Come on.
No, I agree with you. I would want to know. I'm not even saying that I wouldn't want to meddle. Is this something you and your sister?
I'm not meddling. We're not meddling. We just need to know, and then we'll figure out the best thing to do.
So you feel like you're just finding right now. You're not meddling. You're just getting information. However, if you act on that information, then that would be the definition of meddling.
We're fact-finding right now.
Fact-finding. We are fact-finding, y'all. Doing our research.
Okay, our new truth, 100%. All right, so what process did we use last night? Was it War of the Roses?
It was indeed War of the Roses. So we sent a fake promotional email to the email address Ava provided us for her dad. He was offered a free bouquet of flowers, able to choose from several options with pictures. So the email that Tracy put together, oh, for suck's sake. We all get frustrated, but sometimes we have to put our anger behind us. This arrangement of 6 potted succulents is the perfect way to smooth things over. I'm pollen and I can't get up.
Nuh-uh.
Pollen is very high right now. There's nothing like brand new love to make you feel like you've been knocked off your feet. Be sure she knows how you feel by sending her a bouquet of pink carnations, orange tulips, and white anemones and pink roses.
I've pollen. And I can't get up.
It's a master class.
Yep.
It is.
A master class in writing.
They did that.
Yeah. I just wet my plants. The perfect potted plant to send to that special friend who always knows just how to make you laugh. And then, of course, lastly, the tried and true, I'm so glad I pricked you.
Oh. Well, that could have a couple of different meanings.
You better believe it.
Like a rose has its thorn, every relationship has its challenges. Show your one true love that you still wouldn't change a thing with 24 long stem red roses. In exchange, Pops is asked to share some promo codes for a percentage off a future order. First promotional email was sent at 9:51 a.m. And he ordered at 10:11. He chose, I just wet my plants. The perfect potted plant to send that special friend who always knows just how to make you laugh. And Ava, I need you to brace yourself.
Okay.
He sent it to you.
Oh, that's really sweet.
You have a birthday coming up?
Yeah, next week.
Yeah.
You're all disappointed. Yes, I do.
The note on the card said, "Happy birthday, cupcake. Love you, Dad."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It tells you nothing.
And we actually don't send the flowers, so you got to buy yourself a potted plant.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to keep...
Even send me a plant? Oh, my God.
What kind of budget you think we're working on here?
I don't know. I figured maybe you have a deal somewhere.
Oh, man. This is cumulus. So nah. But you know what? He didn't send them to your mom, so you still don't have any answers here.
Okay, but here's the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. So when's your birthday?
What? Next Thursday.
What if we tried again after her birthday? Ooh. Because
Yes.
Okay.
Because I feel like, but your sister doesn't have a birthday coming up anytime soon, does she? Hers isn't going to be the following week, and we're just blowing through flowers left and right.
No, her birthday is not till the fall.
Hey, Ava, here's kind of a crazy idea. All right, work with me here. How about you go to one of your parents and you go, "Hey, are you guys hanging out again?"
No, I don't want to do that, because then that's meddling, right? That's what you guys said.
No, that's not meddling. That is a straight up question.
Here's how you do it. ask to borrow your dad's phone when you're with him to Google something. Can I use your phone to look up something right quick? Mine's frozen.
Yeah, we've already checked it.
You went into the messages and it's not in there?
It's not. Well, they text anyway, like just some logistical stuff. Like they, occasionally they'll be like, "There's a thread there."
What if they use like another app though? Like maybe they're Snapchatting each other, or they're on WhatsApp. Yeah, or GroupMe.
Look, you're going through his phone.
They
You're
have
calling.
landlines.
You're calling.
They have landlines. Then that's where all the nitty gritty is going down.
All right, Ava. We will follow up with you after your birthday, and we will try it again. Okay?
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, just hang tight with sis.
I'll get a plant.
Thanks.
She might have a favorite listener in a long time.
Yeah, facts.
The Bert Show.
Like what you just watched? Well, you can get way more of The Bert Show on Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, or wherever you get your favorite podcasts.